And this is a direct question to you. Unfortunately, the Director General will not be here to answer. But time and time again, people raise questions that these two gentlemen have been overpowered by the president, and that, as they say, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts as well. That's the biggest fear. What do you have to say to people who think that there should be a board, and that Madam Shehu and Honorable Mali should not be the only ones calling the shots when it regards things of sports and the National Sports Commission? 2 minutes.
Unfortunately,
we are so hard pressed for time. All right, Chairman, you have the floor.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know what the president has a vision. He has what he wants to achieve in sports. That is why he took the board to now start the formal regulation of sports. He made by the National Sports Commission. The president didn't call the president, didn't call the board. He clearly understood what he wants to do, and what direction he wants to do, and know the KPIs he wants to achieve. There is no place. That was originally passed in 2023. It was signed the last day of Muhammadu Buhari presidency. And that's the only vehicle for him now to really activate this plan. Then we can now come out and see what steps we need to put in place to now create a platform and create a framework for this to achieve what we want to achieve. So there's nothing like anybody stopping anybody. It's all about it.
But you say you are very powerful.
So that's what it is. If you go and look at the current NSA Act, it doesn't give the actual vision and direction that the president wants to go with. So part of the mandate is when you come in on board, try to implement this act and create the other strategies and positions that will make things to achieve the level that we want to achieve. So by the time we came in on board, the legislator and everybody legislators are supposed to do that. Then look, we can't just start creating a law that has to be tested. So test the law for an issue why, see where the gaps are, and then you want to amend it. And then make it clear. There's nowhere in the NSCI why we're taking about all or whatever. No, we're talking about members of the commission. That's what the law says. So there are members of the commission of Atabi that are supposed to come on the commission too. But that has to be expanded within the realm of the new expanded. And why take the law? The supplementary bill that is there says that whether there is members, program members, whether there is anybody, the commission exists, the commission wants everything the way it is. So it is at the end of the day, the benefit of the president to do that. But what we are trying to now create in the final bill that might actually become a board is that we now have to go back to what we are trying to do. We have to now involve the NSC, go back to the zones, have like what we have like zonal commissioners of sports who are in charge of sport, rather than go to grassroots and stuff like that, who are members of the NSC. That's part of the members. And then we have to now use the bill now to create some of the issues, the policy we're talking about. For example, the elite board, now we are now working, will be now legislated to be a board. Part of the fundamental issues of sports in Nigeria is issue of dispute resolution. So within that bill, there will be a dispute resolution agency that will look to the application for the government legislator, that will involve all dispute sports into consumers. Within that, another fundamental issue is the issue of funding. Within that framework of the right bill, there are what we call the National Sport Development Fund, where the funds needed to do all the things we are doing for what we now legislation put in place. All these are agencies that will be given of the NSC, reporting to NSC to work with FEO and stuff like that. The realm of the revised bill is what we call the National Sports Infrastructure Development and Management Agency. And that agency is in charge of the right infrastructure across the country, that are management, that are legislation, that are bills, that are right infrastructure. So many things of that. So all this now are being put in place. At the end of the day, what this bill is passed, then all the members that are now being put in place, now be the right members of the commission. Now the access to the commission to all the way it is. This is part of the KPIs for the next quarter.
Okay, the next one you say. All right, fantastic. As we're trying to wrap up, I think that's a beautiful one. Honorable Felix Shaibu, you explained this to me, but it's still a body question that I get, and that's people still whisper. And it will help us probably appreciate your thinking and your vision. People say it is a big downgrade, leaving the office of the deputy governor of the state and coming to become the DG of the NIS. The government wants that there is something you see that is bigger than what everyone is saying. Please share that with us.
Thank you very much. Some persons even came to my house that I should not accept their approach. For me, it's not about the position. It's about the intention of the man that wanted me the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And my mandate is to take NIS back to life and bring it to life. And when I got there, I saw that it's the engine room of sports in Nigeria. It's really the engine room of sports in Nigeria. NIS, from the policies I've seen and from what I've seen from the past, is supposed to be training coaches, training elite athletes, training paramedics, and sports science, including physiotherapists. But ask me, just go to Surulere where the headquarters is. These facilities are there, the family infrastructures are there, but empty buildings, empty rooms. Some rooms, no roof. Then Obasanjo came and built, remodeled after Australian Institute and built the Athlete Development Center in Abuja. The Athlete Development Center was destroyed by the ministers and ministries. It never functioned until we came in now. We started putting it together. The first set of students that will be graduating from the basic course will be December 18. We have to cut short admission. 786 applied. We didn't have facility to take them. We have to cut short their admission to 120. So that's not the issue of the plan that we have. 10 years plan. I worked that plan within 4 weeks that I became a member of that I was appointed. What did I do? I went to check the facility. I checked those that were there before. I asked them questions. I asked the marketers, like people like Mike Itamako and others, because he is one person that I've always guided me as far as sport is concerned, especially from Edo State. And I asked the like of Amadu, consulted with the chairman, even my friend Olapade, all of them. I consulted. Why? I needed to know the problems and how to solve it. And we had a 10 years working document. And that 10 years working document, we started the implementation. We must take sport back to grassroots. And what have we done? The 6 political zones, we are opening up NIS offices. What will they be doing? Their duties will be certificate courses and diploma only. In 4 years' time, we'll be taking NIS to states. What will they be doing at the state? Basic courses, 3-month basic courses at the state level. If you check our players, not like Chapman was telling me just now, the tide has changed. If you don't, my experience in Bethesda and Brooklyn, I tell that if you don't put to keep the players in Nigeria, they will never remain Nigeria.
Because of time, we might go on. The chairman wants to just say something in 45 seconds. So because we still have 2 more questions before we wrap up, listen, I'll be coming to you, Mr. Philip, in a moment. All right, 45 seconds.
I just want to voice the last thing. You know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the empire, is really bold with the decisions and the way he makes things. For like 50 years, the NIS has been run by professors from the university. There's no problem. I just keep sitting going on the reverse. But if you go and check the NIS Act, the law says that you should appoint an administrator to run the NIS.
Right.
The professor or something like that. So President took that one decision. And now probably my friend, before I deputy governor, has asked the administrator to run the NIS. While the professors and what have you can run the operations. If you go to the best universities in the world, it's not professors that are running the Harvard and stuff like that. The best hospitals are not run by the doctors, are run by administrators. basically the vision of why he is there, that's why he took that position.
All right, thank you very much. As we're wrapping up this session, two more questions, one to Mr. Binic and one to Mr. Nelson. Mr. Binic, it's a straight question. Football today in 2025 is worse off than football as it was probably 5-10 years ago. This time around, you cannot qualify for under 17 championships here. We used to dominate globally. Under 20 are struggling. The Super Eagles are struggling. Every champions are struggling. Kudos to them as sports and what and how they galvanize them. I don't know how they do it. Women keep going up while the men are going down. What is happening to our football and how can we capture that? In 2 minutes.
Well, the chairman of sports commission, we think he's also here. I am not prevaricating. I can only say at my level, I can only say that I know. One thing I think we should do as a matter of urgency in this country is to develop our infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we cannot have any meaningful development. And I'm happy the combination of Shim Diko and Nicholas Kato is the best combination. Sorry. Listen, you were my senior in school in Austin College, I 1 year. You know, he got it to Austin College in 81, I got it in 82. So, I want to say that the best combination, and I believe it started already. In Lagos, for example, how can Lagos with a population of 22 million people just one pitch? In Nigeria, just one stadium? Come on. So, we must live with state governments to ensure that they rebuild and renovate their pitches because we need a lot of pitches for us to try. And like I said, I'm not going to speak, but there are other issues, not just limited to Nigerian Football Federation. Thank you.
As we wrap it up, I think we probably try to negotiate because as we're trying to wrap it up so that we can take questions. The chairman just responded that probably the convergence was too much in the time frame that we're trying to give out. We sincerely apologize. This is our first review, especially to get better. And as we are trying to get the microphone to take questions from the audience, Mr. Moses Chris, I see you coming up next. Mr. Nelson, big question to you.